It's freezing here.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching YankeeMania, the best.
Hi, this is Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. You're on live with Joe at YankeeMania. Enjoy the adventure.
Hey, everybody.
This is Johnny Salami from YankeeMania. Like and subscribe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to YankeeMania, NY Mania for the entertainment purposes. My name is Chef Nick. I'm the people's chef, your chef, the chef of right now. Right down below me is our beautiful co-host, Sean Browning. And this special segment of the show, we are going to interview the one, the only, NITHIN from NITHIN Sports Rush. He is here. He's alive. He's staring right down your soul, and deal with it. Anywho. Welcome, NITHIN. Good to see you as always. Welcome, Sean. Good to see you as always.
Hey, Chef, thank you for the introduction. Looking forward to this special episode, and I'm glad that Chef Nick and Sean are going to interview me. But first, before we go any further, I just want to give a big birthday shout out to my aunt, Leah Ramachandra. They live in California, but I'm going to go see them next week in Florida. They're coming over, so to my parents' house. I'm going there to visit family, friends, and they're going to be there. So I just want to give a big birthday shout out to my aunt, Leah. Enjoy your day. Love you, and I can't wait to see you again.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Very good.
Oh, yes.
Well, that should be fun. Going to Florida next week. Okay. Very good.
And yeah, happy birthday to Aunt Leah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, NITHIN, I just pretty much what I want to know just with how you started into this business. Like, how did you find a liking? Like, where did that just come about, just from the beginning?
Yeah, and great question, guys. And if you have any, if the chat has any questions, you could put it in there. And Chef Nick, and great question. And I went to school for criminal justice first at Kane University, Union, New Jersey. And when I was growing up, I always wanted to do something in the law enforcement, like police or correctional officer. So I dedicated myself to that. So in high school, I did it. And my second passion was sports, but first it was law enforcement. But I went to in high school. I was able to do this program called DARE. Everybody knows in high school you do the program, or not even high school, middle school too. You start doing that. It's a type of program where you learn a lot of stuff when it comes to the police. How do you learn with the police and stop, drop, and roll? If you guys know that too. So that's what I've been learning a lot when I was younger, and that's what started my interest in law enforcement. The way they taught it, the techniques, and all. So in high school, I took some sports classes too, but my mind was already set on the law enforcement. So in college, when I got to college, Kane University, I went to school for criminal justice, and I got a degree in that. And I went to, and then during COVID, I went to the Correctional Officer Academy, which is a tough, grueling. You got to be mentally prepared for that. And Sean knows you have to go through the academy to serve the military. So he knows the grind each day and people yelling in your faces. So you have to have the right mentality to do that. And I thought I had the right mentality. So plus during COVID year was tough for them. Everybody was still wearing masks and everything. So, and they still was yelling at your faces with even with the mask. So I was there for like 2-3 weeks, and I told myself, nah, I don't think this is the right fit. So I dropped out. I let my parents know and about the situation. So, and then I went back to school for sports journalism, sports communications, marketing, whatever. So I got now I have a degree in sports journalism, marketing, and digital mass media, and you name it, anything in the sports industry. So this was still during COVID year. So after school, after I went back to school for the second time for the sports, this is when all the sports shut down. I told myself, all my friends are sports fans. Let me start something that can keep them engaging. So I took advantage of it. I started a show on Instagram. This on Instagram Live. That's a small thing.
Mhm.
Like sports started talking about all the sports updates, and I said, let me turn this into like a small show. So I started reaching out to reporters, athletes, a whole bunch of people in the sports industry, and they were, and most of them agreed to come on, which is amazing. They took time out of their day to come on Instagram Live, so it was great. I didn't expect to grow this fast, but it kept growing. So I said, after all that, I said, let me put a trademark on this. So I put an LLC. I made sure that it's trademarked in LLC, so no one can take it. So that's what I did. Started doing, focusing on, and my parents, my dad gave me an advisor to work with to keep track of my stuff. So that's what started the whole thing. And then after that, year two into the business, that's when I started building my team. So I now that's my team is I have a great team that works with me, and eventually you guys are going to meet them. Hopefully, I'm trying to set some interviews for them to come on here. Hopefully, they are available. So, but yeah, so started building a team year two, and then we started doing a lot more in-person stuff with athletes and doing events and everything, and growing from there, networking events, charity events. That's when we got our feet wet with those in year two. And then that's when I said, let's start doing in-person events. That's going to help out huge for this company, which is obviously it is helping. And then year three, I got featured on News 12 New Jersey, our local network here. They brought me into studio as a guest. They interviewed me about my journey, how I got here at this point. So, and the rest is history, because after that, that helped out, took off even more. And then we continued with the athletes events and also entertainment people. And now being part of multiple companies, like I'm a PR manager for Job on the Mouth, helping you guys out, I just got another opportunity yesterday with Sideline Sports, and now being the vice president partner with Nation's Best with NIL deals, and now being an agent for athletes and entertainment people. It's amazing, all over the place. So that's, and I have 9 mentors, and I have 9 mentors, and I started building my mentor list when I started my company, and now it's up to 9 mentors. It's amazing, and I built a strong networking base, which I always tell people, in order to the sports industry, you need great mentors and a networking base they can lean on, which I do. And being here now, I wouldn't be here without my parents and my brother. So shout out to my family. They supported me throughout this day, so throughout this whole journey, and now I'm helping other people out in this business, and trying to get to where they want to be. So for me, for me, it's all gas, no brakes. Right now, I'm invested in this business, and I'm like a dog, so I just keep going and see, and then obviously continue building on this.
Awesome. Very good. Just like a follow up to with that, do you have a physical office, or is everything done pretty much online, virtual?
So we move around a lot. So I got people. So some of my team members live in New Jersey, also
Okay.
New York, Philly. I got 2 people working for me in Seattle, and then obviously in different states. So we're like well versed, and we don't really have an office, but we just obviously, I think you can. Our office is basically the events we do, we host, and like where we are, we call it the office. And we, for this type of business, you don't really need an office, but for our Job of the Mouth show, we do have a studio in Staten Island.
Oh, an actual studio. Okay, cool. Very good. Now these events that you go to, let's just say, how does that get set up? Like, how do you reach out to whoever's hosting it, or do they reach out to you?
Yeah, so that's another great question. So we now, so obviously being an agent now myself, we can bring the athletes in also, and we reach out to the venue to see we do all the research with it when it comes to venues, and then we reach out to the venue. We we pitch the player and the price to see if they're interested. And if the venue is interested, that's when we start talking to them and then to come to an agreement when it comes to price with the player, the appearance, how many hours, and ticket sales. And yeah, so usually the venue reaches out to us too, and usually the booking agent and then the talent agent. So we deal with the most of it. And the easiest part is when everything is set and obviously all the flyers thing. But the hardest part is when they cancel last minute.
Oh, yeah.
Like our clients or the venue cancels. So because we put everything together, and once they cancel, you got to redo everything and obviously reschedule. So yeah, but usually it goes through us, the talent agent, booking agent, and then the venue deals with us usually. If not, then the venue will deal with the separate with another person. Usually, sometimes the venue actually deals with their actual manager too. But usually we're all in this together to make it happen.
Gotcha. And now going with like your clients. Now, who was Jabba Chamberlain your first client?
Actually, my first client was so we work with we work with about 600 athletes.
Okay.
We do a lot of work with other agency companies, and also we're starting to work with entertainment people like actors, actresses, singers. But my first actual client was Jim Down, the hockey player.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Now, like for something like that, how does that like work out where they agree to join like your company? Like even so they can't be a part of any other company. They have to be a free agent technically.
Actually,
right?
you know what's funny? A cool thing about this business, you can work
Yeah.
with any athlete, no matter what
Oh,
agency,
okay.
because for example, because that's why we sell people. If you can do events with other agency companies, it will help out the long run. Because you build the relationships with the other agency companies, and you can work together. So that's why for me, I like to partner up with different agency companies where you can work with other athletes too. Like sometimes, so the toughest thing to work with is Fanatics athletes.
Okay.
Whoever signed by Fanatics, sometimes it's tough to do stuff. That's why these Fanatics events we go to, we always network with these players, and then let them know what we're trying to do to book them. So, but yeah. So when it comes to, like, for example, I'll give you an example. Tiki Barber, we were with him this weekend. We did an event with him this weekend, and I know his management team, Max Management. I have a good relationship with them. They also represent Mike Evans, Tyrone Tracy, and yeah. So these players have multiple agents, so it doesn't matter which agency company, as long as you do it the right way. And obviously, we represent a lot of athletes too, and work with different agency companies. So as long as you do it the right way, then it's fine. So
Awesome. And then like with your team reaching out to like these sports figures to like athletes to come on the show. Now how does that work? That communication for them to come onto the show here or any other show? Let's just say.
yeah. So the first, so if it's a guest, I mean, if they're coming on a show the first time, obviously we definitely have to pitch it to them, that so they can believe that they're going on a great product. But once they see other people come on the show, like for example, high profile guests,
Yeah.
that's when they they see something just potential. So when it comes for Joe's show, this show, NY Mania or NY Mania Entertainment or NY Yankee Mania, they already know that other people has been on the show. We don't need to pitch it. We just have to tell them that it's a great product. And I tell them, my team and I have been helping them with other guests. Once they see that, then that's when they trust, because they trust us already.
Yeah.
They know what we bring. It's just a matter of if they're going on another great product. So that's how it happens. But if it's a first time guest, we definitely pitch it heavy. But after that, when they see other people on the show, then it's easier.
And also going towards the like, what can you say with anyone starting in the business in regards to, let's just say, if they're looking to make good money with this like with this kind of work, is there sort of like how would I say, is it sort of something that's steady every week, or is there something that you have to grind out in order to make that money for this for this kind of work? Like, is it more or less, if you have a passion for it, it has to equate to the amount of money that you make, or is there like is it a wrong direction to go? I want the money for this, and less of the passion.
Well,
Yeah.
That's a great question. I like that question. And sorry, did you finish? If you still did you ask a question or still doing going?
Oh no, yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when it comes to that, like the one unique thing about us is that we don't worry about the money.
Mhm.
We're gonna get the money. It's just building relations. I always tell people in this business, like Chef, like you know too, in the cooking business,
Yeah.
you have to build relationships, and
Yep.
Sean and Chef, like once, like in this business, when you have when you build the relationships, you got to know how to keep the relationships going, and make sure that you're in contact with them, not every day, but most of the time, so
Mhm.
they know that you're still there with them. So I do. Sorry, my team and I do a great job, or myself too. All of us do a great job of keeping in contact with their clients and also the other people that we network with and build the relationship. And I always tell people the money will come.
Yeah.
Once you establish the relationships and the networking, then you're in good shape. And I don't worry about the money. Obviously, we're making a lot of money now with all this stuff we're doing, but to be honest, money is money.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of being there for other people and helping out in the community, and obviously and providing as much as you can. And if that happens and you're financially stable and you're in good shape, so that's a great question, Stephanie. And most people in this business, they chase the money. I
Yeah.
don't chase the money. We chase relationships. That's it. And people. That's why people love us. They love me. Everybody loves us and what we bring to the table. And that's what's unique about our nation's best company that deals with NIL deals, brand deals, because we don't care about the money. We make sure that other people are financially stable. All these young athletes we work with in the database. We have 8. So our database ranges 7 to college kids, 7-year-old, even younger kids too. So in our nation's best company, we have 80,000 athletes that we work with. Most of them are from California. I brought a few already from New Jersey into that. So we work with young athletes and the families. And another unique thing is we have a parent registry for that company, so parents can learn more of that, and we make sure the parents are involved. So that's one unique thing. So yeah, to answer your question, we mainly focus on relationships, and the money will come after later.
That's awesome. No, that's good because it's just exactly, yeah, like you mentioned with the cooking world too. It's like, yeah, when you cook for someone and then they love like what you do, that's your client right there, and that's a future client. So it's better to hold on to that. So yeah, it's more of like networking too. The more you network, then the more that you can go off on your own and pretty much be financially stable. So yeah, that definitely does make sense. I guess it's like, what it is. It's a different world now with young kids, like getting into everything's like digital, so it's like really hard to pretty much get to that physical labor type of job where it's like all they want to do is be at the top. Well, you can't really do that. You have to always work from the bottom, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's all grinding, and I hate the word struggle. I struggle to get there. It's all about grinding to get to the top. So that definitely does make sense. Sean, do you have a question?
Yes. So I know you mentioned a lot about having the 9 mentors in your business. How did each one of them impact and help you build what you currently built and
Mm.
helped you out throughout navigating the whole process?
Yeah, great question, Sean. And what's up, everyone in the chat? T Road is in here. Charles is in here. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining. Yeah, Sean, that's a great question. And obviously, the 9 mentors I have, they do something different. Each of them are different. I'll give you an example. So one of my mentors, Lennon Marshall, he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He played for the Giants. He played with Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson, Carl Banks, Bill Sims. So each mentor that I have, they bring something different. Like for Lee Steinberg, one of my other mentors, he's a sports agent. So I'm learning being an agent, I'm learning from him how to become the best agent possible. He's one of the biggest agents in sports. He used to rep Patrick Mahomes before. So so I'm learning from him, and Tina Sebastian from Fox 5. She's another mentor of mine. Amy Trax from CBS, Ryan Field from ABC, Marnie Snyder. Obviously, she's one of my mentors. You name it. I have all the mentors that I have. I'm learning something different each day from them, and obviously they bring something different. They're all in the sports industry, but they have their own niche, like what we always have. We have our own niche. So so I'm learning something new every day from them, and I'm grateful to have them as my mentors. And I had the right ones. I have I have great ones that help me out, and that's what it's all about in this business or any other business. So
Yeah. And then with each of these different clients and athletes, as you're networking, is it how does it go? Take us through that process of the reaching out and building that trust with them, and then obviously building up to where you can work to represent them, and the whole getting on them different interviews
yeah,
process.
yeah. So we, like, for example, a Super Bowl Radio Row week. Some of our clients were down there too, and so Radio Row had different shows that's in the same building, and a lot of bookings happen for the whoever's not playing in the Super Bowl. A lot of athletes come down, so we had to book them in advance for shows because it gets all these shows gets booked at Radio Row. So when it comes to that, it gets hectic sometimes. But the booking athletes for everything is a great experience. Um, so it's like something like that. You got to be on your game and making sure they're booked on the shows, and getting the right time slots, and then obviously getting them there and everything. So that when it comes to that, it's hectic. But when it comes to like other bookings, like like without being busy in when one venue, it's a little easier. So
Oh, that's
Awesome.
good. Awesome answer. And but I'm sure you love, like, does the love for what you're doing, does it grow with each day and each um time you do something? Because I can tell that when you do a whole lot of things, I can tell that you really love what you're doing.
mhm. Yeah, I love what I'm doing, and I don't consider this work. I consider this a passion. Um, Trying to grow our business and help each other out in this business, and look where I'll give you a great example. I'm going to mention Joe. Shout out to Joe from this. He's like the godfather of the show, but um, a mutual friend, a mutual person got me introduced to Joe. Um, and Joe brought up always brings up the phone call with me. Uh, and this show was at 100 subscribers last when I the first started helping out. And look where we are now. We're over 800 subscribers,
Yep.
and my team and I. I don't know how we did it, but it's not only us, but it's you guys, all of you guys in this panel, and in the chat too. But I mean, when it comes to like in a year, we have brought like over like 50, 60 clients, I think, on the show. I got to go back, but it's just crazy. Like I said, it goes back to all these people, all these clients having trust in us and putting them on a great product. And for this show to grow in a year, uh, even more, it's amazing. And that's how we have. That's is this amazing. And like I said, I don't consider this work, and I'm sure Chef Nick considers his a passion too. Obviously, cooking, and Sean, I'm sure you consider yours job of passion. So, if you're passionate about it, then and it's easy from there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, in security, I work security is kind of a passion of protecting people and
Mm.
security mindset, but also I look at it as a channel to where I kind of use work two different fold. But one is when I'm dealing with stuff, you know, PTSD. I was like, I can use security to kind of like calm down and learn to manage different things. So it's almost in a sense I use it as a therapy, but then also I just like doing it. And there's a certain type of networking and certain type of liaison work
Yeah.
that I'm learning how to do every time I'm working security, because you gotta work with different managers, different companies. Um, then you gotta learn with, okay, this supervisor, that supervisor, this person works this way, this, and you gotta kind of go through the ebbs and flow. And I'm sure, like with sports agency, as fluid as it is, it's kind of that way for you. Like you're learning what this client prefers, what that client prefers, how these event places and all the different um what you call it.
Mhm. Yeah, Charles. Oh, this one. Charles has a good question. Charles, if you go back to this after this thing is done, go back to the beginning. That's what I
Yeah.
mentioned about how did I get into the business. But to answer your other question, and Real Bill, thank you for that comment. Um, and Charles wants to know, what is your biggest thrill? So my biggest thrill in this business is when it comes to the fans and kids and all the people, they have the chance to meet their idols, their favorite players they watch. Um, they like watching and growing up, and for us to be able to be part of that, booking these events, and we do it for the fans and the kids and the parents, and like charity events, camps, also foundation. Um, but when we see the smile on the kid's face and the parents' face, when they meet their idols, players, and getting time to spend with them, talk to them, having fun, that's the biggest thrill, and obviously helping out the people, and the biggest thrill is myself, I would say, also, because
Mhm.
I if I told my younger self, if I would be here, I said no, no way. And like I said, hard work, dedication, it's paying off, and those would be my biggest thrills, Charles.
Nathan, I got a question, and I don't know how what the climate is with competition, but let's just say with that everything behind the scenes, let's just say with other companies, is it cutthroat, or is it just like people trying to outdo each other, or is there like sort of everyone tries to learn from each other and helps each other out like other companies? Let's just say with yours, like with other companies.
Yeah, so actually it is a cutthroat business.
Okay.
People take advantage in this business. A lot of people take advantage of other people. You got to learn how to deal with that, and obviously learn how to navigate that too at the same time. And with us, we don't obviously take we try to partner with other companies. Like yesterday, we partnered with a new company. So for me, I don't. I mean, obviously, we've gotten a lot of no's before, and a lot of people, I've gotten people taking advantage of me before, but
Yeah.
I learned how to navigate it and learn from the mistakes, and now we just try to focus on working together with other people. That's why in the phone calls or the meetings that we have, I don't bring up money. I don't bring up money at all. I just bring up how do we can grow together as a partner, and grow the business together, and build a networking, and then build a strong relationship. Yeah, so yeah, this is definitely a cutthroat business. All businesses are cutthroat. A
Yeah.
lot of people take advantage of other people, but in this sports industry, I would say, I think in my opinion, I think it's high when it comes to that. But people have to have thick skin in this business in order
Yes.
to survive. And uh, and like I said, I've got taken advantage of it before, but I learned how to navigate it. And but now look, we're proving those haters wrong right now. So
There you go.
Yeah, and then since we got some young folks in the chat in our
Mhm.
community, what would be your advice to someone that wants to get into the young college kid or a teenager that wants to get into the sports industry, the representing and all that stuff?
hmm. Yeah, so my advice would be, start if you want, like for example, when it comes to starting a show. Uh, Now look at all the technology we have. It's easy to start a show. I started on Instagram Live, but you guys can start shows on Zoom, StreamYard. Look, StreamYard even start shows on StreamYard, Zoom, and then you can use obviously Spotify, all these podcast platforms, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all to start a show. And and a lot of people start. It's pop. Obviously before COVID, podcasts were popular, but now podcasters are even now popular. A lot of people have podcasts, even players. Most of our clients have podcasts, and other people have a lot of podcasts, and it's easy to start that now. So with all the technology we have, and it's all about repetition, getting better in front of the camera, using the right words. Also, obviously, working with the right people. So that's one advice I would give. And when it comes to the agency, take as much classes, or actually take as much classes as you can. Learn from the best agents. That's what I did. I went to the Lee Steinberg Academy, who's one of my mentors, and that's what I learned a lot from him, and I'm still learning from him. So take as much classes. Look at videos. If you want to be a sports host, commentator, look at the you know what else got me into this? Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, wow.
I watch Stephen A. Smith all the time, and even though he hates on the Cowboys, but he said I still respect him. But he's one of the best at doing the bit. Look, his story. He is smart. He is a businessman. He knows how to.
Mm-hmm.
He's a no nonsense person, and he knows how to deal with it. His story is amazing, inspiring.
Yeah.
So, and I was able to connect with him. We did an event with him at Rowan University. I will never forget that. So that's what also got me started. When I was younger, I turned on the TV, and I went on, and then all of a sudden this so-called First Take popped up, and then I saw Stephen A. Smith, Molly, and Skip Bayless, and I said, "Oh, we're watching this," and oh my God! And then that's when I started growing with that show, and that's what also got me into this was Stephen A. Smith. And so like I said, if anybody wants to watch videos, repetition, start your own thing, or start in front of a camera, take your phone and talk about sports. That's it, and then post it. And then if you want to be like a scorekeeper, take a notebook, watch a game, take notes. You can do multiple things by learning, and that's advice I would give. And if, like I said, if you need any advice from me, I'm more than welcome to. Our thing is open on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. So I can even also work with you guys to help.
That's awesome. I like that. Very good.
Real Bill brought up an interesting comment. I don't know. He said you used to work as a commentator.
Joe, can you pull that comment up? Yeah, because there you go. Mm-hmm.
Bill said, I worked in radio, and I was a play-by-play color commentator in Kentucky. Wow. He enjoyed interviewing anyone in sports. There are a million questions and fans. Yep. That's amazing, Real Bill.
Oh yeah. And then there's times where questions even pop up during an interview. We're like, oh, hey, let me ask this question. But no, I think Real Bill's probably done about everything under the sun. But it's amazing though with the work you do, how you network with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and you work that relation with everyone, and that's actually key in a lot of ways. Is when you work on a relatable thing. I've guys like me and Chef Nick, a few of us that are just trying to get our feet wet and it's comment or whatever you want to call it, show content creating. But you helped us out a lot of ways and showed us, and we appreciate it. And thank you.
No problem. Anything we can do is help. And obviously, Sean, you're growing in a big way as an interviewer and being in front of a camera. And obviously, Evan, it goes to Chef Nick also. Chef Nick obviously is a chef, but he's great in front of a camera. And he's a great interviewer too. And even Evan, Jason, this goes for everyone in the panel. So you guys have been growing. We're all growing together, and we're learning new things. And just to see all of your growth is amazing. So
it's good to also like be observant as well too. It's like just self teaching yourself. Of course you can have a mentor, but also that's what's learning on the job. Just pretty much just seeing what other people's do, and then just picking that up as well too.
Hey, Joe, do you have any questions for me?
No, I actually just want to say thank you to you for everything that you've done for us from day one. That beautiful day in mid-June of 2025, when I made a phone call to a guy named NITHIN and wanted to get his opinion on a few things, and this is where we've gone from that phone call. I will never forget that phone call. I am very grateful for that phone call, and I can't thank this man in front of me enough. There's really no need for questions, because for me to ask a question, because he's my mentor, and to be honest with you, that's the way I feel right now. I keep learning at a little older age from this man right here, and then believe me, I wish when I was starting out, I would have met somebody like that. I did, but they lived very far away from me, so it was kind of hard. So if you don't learn, if you don't keep learning in this business, then this business is not for you. Every day you learn something different. Every day. So I just wanted to come up. By the way, happy birthday to your aunt. He's got a wonderful family.
Thank you.
And what he's done for this show, I couldn't repay in a million ways. The only thing I could repay is to say thank you, and we love you.
Oh, we all love my team, and I love you guys also. That's why we're invested in this product. And,
thank you.
Well, Joe, your reaction to, like, when I mean, because you don't see this in any other shows too. For like your first thought when NITHIN was going to bring on a guest for you, like, was that sort of like shocked, where it's like, wait, a guest? I thought we're only going to talk about Yankees, like something like that you don't see in any other channel. Like, what was your reaction like to that first time around?
Well, I honestly, I didn't really know NITHIN, and I didn't know anything. So it was like, okay, I'm going to announce it on the show. But we were little potatoes at the time, to be honest with you. We had maybe 75 subscribers.
Yeah.
And we were building. We had just come on like a month, not even a month before. So I really didn't have any, I was like, okay, I mean, we can only keep flourishing. And from the day that Jabba Chamberlain actually came on in June, I have the exact date. I'll give it to you the next time, but it is in June, and I will always keep that. And that is on YankeeMania, by the way. You can listen to that first interview. And he was funny. He was great. He was truthful. And that's when I knew we had something growing special. Yep. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Is that when you got that, tingling feeling?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I made the phone call. It was a rainy night. I remember. And, I had gotten his number through a colleague, which I thank. I just had a good feeling. I said, out of the thousands and thousands of people that not only I worked with, hundreds and thousands, in the arenas and at Yankee Stadium and Shea Stadium and Citi Field and the tennis and Nassau Coliseum and the Meadowlands and all of that, you can't say enough. But this is a joy for me. But this show has made me come alive. And not only from the co-host, but everybody in the chat. You've given, I've had some ups and downs. I had a very, very yucky breakup with a potential fiance. And I was retiring from my job for 35 years overnight, 30 years, whatever it was. So, and I had the Yankees to lean on, but the one problem, and I don't want this to be about me, the one problem with it is I didn't want to again lean on the Yankees to survive. I needed something, and this is what it's all about. And I love that first day that I said, let's do this. So I don't want it to be about me. This is all about a superstar right here in the making. And he is a superstar. So I'm getting off because I don't want it to be about me.
No, you're fine. It's everybody's involved in this. So
Yeah, we're good.
Well, I know, but I don't want to take the limelight. It's Chef Snick's interview, Sean's, and I just want everybody to know how important you are, how special you are. You treated not only that, everyone. I could tell you another thing about NITHIN. He came over to my family's home. We were celebrating a birthday of my beautiful, beautiful great niece, and NITHIN treated us like he knew us for 35 years, and we actually call it we are family. We are family. And the same thing with Chef Nick. Nick is completely family. Everybody is. I can't. There's nobody I can leave out. If Sean Browning didn't live in Florida, he'd be getting a hug right now because of what you people have done for us. You don't understand the power that you guys have done. You don't understand it. And it breaks my heart when some bonehead comes on and tries to troll or tries to kill our joy when all we're doing is trying to make somebody's day joyful. That's all we want to do. And that is what it's all about. So I thank each and every one of you and everybody out there like Jason and Evan and Johnny Salami and George. All of you are very special. Don't you ever forget it. And the last advice I'm going to give is, like NITHIN's, never stop learning. And don't think because you've made it to the top, you can go even higher. Look at our beautiful guest yesterday. She was absolutely amazing. Yeah. And she has 2 Emmy Awards and she's going forward. That is a wonderful soul. And I can't wait to have her on the show again. And with that in mind, don't forget to watch the ball game at 1:00. Guys, continue. I am I apologize.
No, don't apologize.
NITHIN and Chef Nick and Sean Browning have to get the kudos because they are fantastic to us. Thank you very much.
No, of course. Thank you. Just really quick, shout out to Real Bill with the super chat, $2, $2 one. Thank you very much, Real Bill. He says, thanks, NITHIN. I'll join you guys soon live. Oh, thank you very much, Bill. Appreciate it.
We're looking forward to it, Real Bill. We know that you have a lot of because your takes are brilliant. You have a lot of knowledge in the sport, but just like a lot of us, we're definitely looking forward to having you on live because we can learn a lot from you, just like we learn a lot from everybody. And I think that's one of the things when we do sports and we do this content creating, you're learning from everybody. Yeah, you can't just say, "Oh, I know more than this person," because there's always somebody that knows a little bit more than you.
Yeah, no, of course. Good point, Sean. Richard, good to see you. Remember, this is Richard, I know. And I am your curmudgeon at Lodge. When I comment, I try to keep the train on the track. Sometimes you think it's negative. I call it objective. Richard, I never once did I ever take your comment negative. I just tried to make sense of it. But no, you all, whenever you comment, man, I love when you comment. It always strikes a debate. So thank you very much for being here and thank you for contributing. Richard, you're always the best, Richard. Don't worry about it. And I know it's you, Richard. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we know it. We know it's Richard, but we love having Richard involved because he, it may seem a little negative. Yeah, but it's not totally negative where it takes down the whole thing. It just for the debate, because if we're all positive, you got to have somebody that's just a little bit negative or a little objective. But and NITHIN, we really appreciate, all the things you do for us, all the help behind the scenes, that, everything. You've become like a mentor for me and the content creating on what everyone else. So,
absolutely.
Like I said, I appreciate it. And
no problem.
NITHIN, I do have one question for you. So for you, where do you see yourself going forward? Like, do you see, I know you're going to keep growing and climbing and, be successful, but where do you see yourself at the top? Like where going forward?
That's another great question. With all the accolades I have now, I would love to get some awards too, like that. I'm trying to get some awards, but I I think it's just I see myself as my goal is to be remembered as one of the best networkers in the sports industry, one of the best agents, one of everything, anything, vice president. But I do, but a lot of things are happening at once. So guys, stay tuned. A lot of big things are happening, but I definitely see. Uh, Obviously, we want to expand more, and I think with all these multiple companies I'm working with, I think it's giving me it's given me um, uh, a platform where I can grow even more, but still, I mean, obviously, still um, be be uh, be passionate about it. So I think to answer that question, to be honest, I don't see myself like I feel like I established myself, but there's still room to grow. I'm gonna say there's still room to grow, and I haven't hit my prime yet, which is just, I'm 30 years old, and still young, and um, you know what? I'm gonna say I would love to see myself at an award ceremony one day, getting
Okay.
getting an award. I think
Excellent.
that's on my bucket list.
I think I hear you, ESPYs.
Actually, I was at the Sports Emmy Awards 2 years ago in New York, helping out give awards out to people.
Okay.
That's why I met Ric Flair.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I met what do you call, connected with RG3 and a whole bunch of people, and I want to be in that, getting the being honored like Deb has 2 awards, and that would be a nice goal for me to do eventually. Yeah.
Now, Mario has a question, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Mario asking, do you guys interview old Yankees as
Yeah.
old Yankee players as Greg Nettles, Dodgers killer?
Yeah, Mario, to answer your question, yeah, we work with a lot of old school. I mean, I should say former Yankees from the bad past. Like we have done work with Tino Martinez like that, and also obviously Willie Randolph, Bernie Williams. Yeah, we do work with old school Yankee players, and yeah, that's why we're working on more former Yankees to come on here, and former Mets also to come on here. We worked with Ron Darling before. We've done a lot of stuff with Doc Whitten, Howard Strawberry. We worked with. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, to answer your question, we do all that. We haven't worked with Greg Nettles yet. Well, I would love to, but yeah, that's one name. Yeah, so yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. But no, Mario, yeah, we Jabba Chamberlain, which was our first interview.
Yep.
That NITHIN brought us, and that's great. But also we had Tom Gordon.
That's a hit. That's the hit
Yeah,
one. Still
yeah,
great.
Flash Gordon, and we've had a few others as well as other ex players from years gone by. So yeah, stay tuned. And I mean, NITHIN brings us nothing but the best. So
Absolutely.
I look forward to any guest he brings up to a.
Mhm.
I think this interview would have been better if NITHIN was in his car driving.
Yeah.
Or the likes would have gone up for sure.
Yeah, right.
In
Stop
the
by the police.
snow.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go in my truck right now and sit there and
But yeah,
Oh,
going
man.
outside.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it settling down outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same
The
here.
sun is out.
Yeah. Okay.
But the snow is. I think it should be. I don't think it's soft anymore. But
Yeah.
Wow. But it's gonna be fun if you got a snowblower.
Yeah.
Or the old school way, you get a snow shovel and a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you build a snow fort out there.
Yeah.
And then you get all the neighborhood folks and have a wrestling match.
Yeah.
There you go. Love it.
Guys, just a quick note. I want everybody to remember, say some prayers for Michael D.
Yes.
In our chat. He was in a car accident. He is doing better. Grace of God. He texted me again this morning. He really appreciated the love, and he was one of the originals here. So please, everyone, a little prayer. He is doing a little bit better, but prayers go a long way. So today's show is not only dedicated to NITHIN's aunt, but it's also dedicated to Michael.
Yeah.
So, Michael, we love you, and we have you in the thoughts. If you need us, we're a phone call away.
Wishing him a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I just wanted everybody to know that. And please come and join us in today's game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looks like the Yankees are out for blood. For a little payback in the show Toronto. You're not gonna knock us around this year. It's not going to happen. But again, if the Yankees lose, don't panic, everyone. It's not the complete team yet. But thank you. And everyone, before the game, we'll have a short on YouTube Live. Come and join us. I always love you guys coming on. And remember, NYMania Entertainment is a big part of our show. So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, I just even with the Yankee game today too, it's like it is spring training. I know I don't think it's really. I think the Yankees will try to beat them in every way, but it is still spring training. I remember when Troy Tulowitzki he had issues with the Blue Jays and he came over to the Yankees, and then when he got a home run in spring training, he made it such a huge deal where it's just like in your face. I mean, look, if it's something personal, that's fine. But I just think if the Yankees if they're going to be out for blood today during a spring training, I think it's just maybe to outsmart them instead of killing them, just to see where they're at with that. But just wanted to point that out. But yeah, it's going to be a little. And I saw in the comments to Okamoto. Yeah, he's going to be trouble for the Yankees, I believe.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of those Yankee killers.
Okamoto's going to be he's going to be one of those consistent guys, because he's a contact bat, low strikeout guy. That's how it was in Japan, and I think that's going to translate well because remember Ichiro. Okay,
Yeah.
Ichiro came over. There wasn't a whole lot of hype with him when he came over from Japan. Although he was a star. Don't get me wrong. But he was a high contact, low strikeout,
Yep.
hit it all field, and an elite defender in Japan. And he came over and he did exactly the same thing. He had 200 hits in 2001, and then he had 200 hits for almost every season after that. So yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna exactly be, but I'm just saying that there's some comp there because of the style they play. But yeah, Okamoto's gonna be interesting. I wanted him for the Yankees, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. He got a contract with the Blue Jays.
I think it was a 3-year deal, right, for Okamoto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-year deal. But I noticed, and I don't know if it had to do with the lockout, but a lot of the Japanese guys, the ones that came this last offseason, they got 3-year deals. 3 or 4-year deals. High AAV or whatever it was. What's his name?
What's up, Evan?
The guy that surprised us all. Because it was almost like no suitors, and then all on the last day he signs with the White Sox.
Murakami.
Yeah, Murakami.
And then Tatsuya Amai signed with the Astros.
Yeah, he signed with the Astros, but all of them were close to the last day.
Yeah,
which is typical. But I'm we don't all know about this whole lockout situation if they're gonna lock out after the World Series.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're preparing for it. So
yeah. Just want to really quick programming note too. At 1:00, Evan, our play-by-play guy, is going to be simulcasted with Ken from The Ugly Truth. Please check that out. Both do a great job with calling play-by-play. So that's going to be a great call.
Shout out to Ken from The Ugly Truth, and shout out to Evan and Jason too. So the Spitz brothers.
Spitzy balls,
brother. What's up? What's up, Louis Corky? Welcome to the chat. If you guys missed it, please go back to this channel where Chef Thick and Sean interviewed me. about my journey. So go check that out once this is uploaded.
And also on the show, everyone, I do the updates for everything that's going on spring training wise. Any Yankee news will be coming out. You will get it. And also, everyone, if you're not able to hear the game for a certain period, I will give certain updates, live updates on YouTube. That's a new feature that we're going to have this year, especially when I'm not calling the game. It's really our way to let everybody know that the Yankees, the ugly truth, and our team, everybody together is on live, and that's one way to keep letting people know that we're on live. So we're going to be doing that throughout the day. We're testing that right now. So thanks again, everyone, for that, and let's go Yankees. I am ready.
Let's go Yankees. Let's kill the Blue Jays today. Come on, let's go.
Oh yes, in this one thing, I want the Yankees to come out of spring training with a better strategy and plan execution for our AL East rivals. I want us to play a more competitive, because it seemed like the last few years we play well against everybody else, but then within our own division, we just forget how to play, forget how to hit the ball, forget how to pitch, forget how to manage. So, that's one thing, that I'm looking for them to have. And so today would be a good example. And the way that the lineup is constructed shows that maybe we're going to have a different attack plan for our AL East rivals.
Yeah, look, and I see in the chat too with spring training versus reality. No, I get it. Spring training is good for these players to work out like their kinks, right? Kinkiness, but also for for them to get better in every way, and then have a chemistry, get the rust off. Look, I'm not. Look, even with the 20-3 win over the Tigers, I wasn't like, yeah, the Yankees are back in town, man. Yeah, no, I mean, I was pretty much, this is great for certain players to get their reps. I loved it. Just like Roderick Arias got a grand slam. I was like, good for him, good for him and his swing, his new productive swing. That's where I'm looking at things, not their record during exhibition or spring training, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, of course, once the season comes, then it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong, baby. It's so if you're looking at like exhibition games of spring training where it's like we're gonna kill the Blue Jays and stuff like that, you're sort of going to one extreme to the other. It's more about like, okay, the pitching is looking good. Luis Hill, his velocity was up. His arm looks alive. That sort of thing. Not like getting a no-hitter. That's where like you have to sort of separate that. Once the season comes, then yes, then we can start doing that. But just want to put that there.
No, I mean, go ahead, Nathan.
You go ahead, and then I'll go.
Well, what I was saying is, spring training, it's time to see how the prospects have developed. Are they major league ready or not? They're close. It's time for them they can kind of force their way onto the team. But also you want to see how everyone look. Hill coming off an injury riddled season. Cole coming back. All these guys. I want to see, can they make it healthy, number one? Number two, how they build the team. Or, for the 26th, they're going to break camp and go up north, right? But then also, I'm not really going to judge how they do until the regular season.
Yeah.
We could lose the rest of the games in spring training. I'm not going to care too much about that record.
Yeah.
It will hurt, but, I care more about how they're going to build that 26-man roster that they're going to take out of camp into the...
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like for the Yankees now at this point is just trying to get ready for the season and working on their issues, which is situational hitting, getting runners to scoring positions and scoring runs in multiple different ways. If we can see that happen, then it will be in good shape. And I'm excited for this pitching staff. I think we have a lot of pitching depth this year, and I'm excited. So. Let's see what happens today against the Blue Jays. It should be a good matchup. And Ken is in here. What's up, Ken? Ken from the this year. Guys, 1:00 p.m. Evan and Ken will be calling the game, so it's gonna be a fun one. Go check it out. We got the 4 sign up on here today against the Blue Jays. Let's put a beating on them.
Yeah, you can look at even like just the first few games, like we talked about too. Like when they lost, you pretty much get like the takeaways of that. The only takeaways of like let's just say the first game where they just couldn't hit. The first one was Elmer Cruz, like how he pitched. I took that, and that's only for spring training. I'm not doing this for regular season, like takeaways, because if you lose a close game that you should have won, especially in the regular season, that's different. That's a different point of view than what's looking at right now. Like even with the Mets, that's a game that they should have won. But also you look at the takeaways too. It's just that sort of thing you look at for spring training, and hopefully like they look at what mistakes they've done and how they could fix it. That's the point. Now, if they don't do that, well, that's on them. I mean, that's something that I think we all as fans should be like, well, if you make a mistake on the base path, like, or even just like, get caught stealing, that shouldn't happen next time. That shouldn't happen. But if it keeps happening and you don't learn from that, then, that's it. But that's just the main thing with spring training.
Yeah.
So, Nithin, are you ready for this question?
Yep.
So Katie says, "What's up, guys? My question for Nithin is, what are you expecting the most from the Yankees when the regular season starts?"
Okay, good question.
That's a great question. Yeah.
Good question.
I expect a 98 win team this year.
Wow.
With consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's going to be some inconsistency, but I want to see more consistent from the Yankees this season, because last year was consistent, inconsistent. I want more consistent, and also if we can do better at situational hitting, we'll be fine. And I think we have a great team, a capable team of doing some special things. And when it comes to the bench, I like this bench depth that we made. Cashman did a good job of surrounding the bench with great, good talent, and it's going to be interesting to see who makes a team out of spring training when it comes to the bench. So those are the key points. But I expect the Yankees, if everything goes right, if everybody stays healthy, we're getting Garrett Cole back, we're getting Rodon back. I expect them to be a 98 win team.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I expect the Yankees to come out with a vengeance when it comes to the AL East too.
Okay. You heard it first. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
my
other hot take. Jose Alvarado game-winning shot, Game 7 NBA Finals against the OKC Thunder.
Oh, was it Alvarado?
Yes.
Yeah, they said Alvarado, right? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. Okay. 2 sticking points. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, it works. Trust me. I mean, my take is Yankees win 102 games. We win a World Series, but we have more consistent. And Aaron Judge, silence all haters.
Ken says 162-0.
That would be so awesome. But
yes. We're gonna win 162 games. Let's go.
Well, the most wins ever in a season is 116 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just the Yankees are going to be a 89, 90 win team. I'm just going to go along that because I'm going to just throw in injuries. I'm going to throw in also their slump during the summer. I think it's going to happen again. For some reason, I don't think they're going to look at it for the past seasons and then fix it. I just think it's going to happen again, which is going to slow them down. So I'll say 90, 91 most, but 89 around that range. That's why I just have that feeling where it's like, it's I don't know how the Blue Jays are going to fare against us, or even and Boston and Baltimore have gotten better too. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. So I think they're going to give us issues. They're going to give us a lot of issues, especially with our pitching. As long as there is consistency, as long as their injuries don't keep piling up, as long as they don't make the same mistakes, and as long as they are not intimidated by any of the AL East or any other teams, I think they should be fine. And as long as they shut their mouths and they play on the field without any drama. So yeah, and and they need to step up their game. Whoever hasn't performed last year needs to step up. They can't just rely on Aaron Judge. Yeah, I mean, time is ticking. But yeah, and yeah, fine. Even Cody Bellinger too. Like they can't just rely on him, or even Big G. Like as the DH, sooner or later he's gonna run the bases in a wheelchair, man. His legs are, like his legs are gone.
I mean,
so, but the Yankees they have to show us something different in order to get the 98 wins and stuff like that, even 100 wins. But
I mean, there's a good chance we see a healthy Cole, Fried, and Rodon leading our rotation.
that'd be great.
So that's going to be interesting having a big three like that. But yeah, but I'm still sticking with 102 wins around there. I just got a good feeling, but like you said, injuries can come up, and with any team, we've seen that. The Braves, Dodgers. I mean, we've had issues as the Yankees. We've seen Boston fall apart because of too many injuries to too many key players.
Yep.
Even the Blue Jays. No team is exempt from injuries. It's a wild card that rears its ugly head.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, look, everyone is entitled to to say whatever they want as a record. That's perfectly fine. It's just I don't know. Well, it's just a lot of teams have gotten better all around, except obviously the Rockies and the Rays too. The Rays, like, really, I don't think have gotten better, but they still are a thorn on our side too. So
yeah, they found a way to just be a pesky team.
But it's going to be a challenge. It definitely is going to be a challenge. Yeah.
And hey, if you guys got bold predictions for the season, record or whatever, email them to Joe.
Yeah, or put them in the chat too. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Shout out to F. Is this a new guy here? FUQA. John, welcome to the chat. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe to NYMania Entertainment and also subscribe to YankeeMania. So, Jason, what's up, Jason?
But that guy, he showed up. I seen him a few days ago, kind of show up, and he's been.
Oh, Ken brought up here. He said the thing that you have to consider: the Yankees have true built-in depth for injury. Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. I love the depth this year on the pitching side and also the hitting side, and defensive side, obviously. So I agree with that statement, Ken. And I think if everything goes well, Chef Nick, Sean, in the chat, I think we can definitely have a great defensive team this year.
Their depth signings were all defensive first, right? Mm-hmm. There was none that were offensive first. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
On that.
I think Seth Brown. He's capable of hitting. Nick Torres. Paul DeJong is capable of doing some.
And then there's the Schumann.
Yeah, I don't know about Schumann's bat, but his defense is
great. Yeah, but they seem to unlock something with. They worked on unlocking something with Ryan McMahon, so that's going to be interesting.
Ernesto Martinez Jr. Yeah, he's. I don't know. Yeah, first baseman or I don't know.
Yeah,
first baseman outfielder, I believe. Yeah, he's he's known to have a live bat, offensive bat. I think we got him from the Brewers. I forgot.
Yeah, something
Cuban.
But then we also got Nick Torres.
Yeah.
He was an MVP in the Mexican League, which isn't like a bad league. But it and I believe he's gonna be definitely a X factor in ways for this team. And then if they can stick to one position for Ben Rice, I don't want to kill the kid with trying to make him learn how to play every position while he's still trying to establish, his bat offensively. Just catcher or first base. If you want to stick with him as a primary first baseman and emergency catch, I'm fine with that. But don't try and be like, hey, Ben Rice, can you go play out in the outfield? Can you play third base?
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, yeah, then well, if he's going to play mainly first base, then I'd want to see him there every day. I mean, obviously he can't play every day, but and of course, I think Paul Goldschmidt, he knows his role, so I don't think he's going to take reps away from him. He'll be more of a leader. If we're going to stick with Austin Wells at catcher, obviously we are. He needs to just get better in every way. I'm just look being defensive first, and I don't even know if he's a defensive first. I'm just going with like the depth pieces too, especially with catching. They're all defensive first. How about offense? And it's like that's a little that's great that we have that just in case someone comes down with an injury, then we can plug them. We have a lot of depth. I'm talking about like on the what's it called with hitting. Yeah, sure. There'll be a great gem in like in the infield, make all these plays and stuff like that. But what about their hitting? What about stepping up with their offensive categories too? So that's something that's a little concerning. It's like someone like Bellinger goes down, then it's like you can't really put someone like Jonathan Orleanos, who is defensive first. You need Bellinger's production. So are you going to have two people that are going to produce for Bellinger, for only one person? So that's something that I think maybe they should take a look at as well, because one big offensive horse that goes down, you need another offensive horse. Like, look, if Austin Wells goes down, well, okay, maybe there's other catchers that can pretty much, do the same output too as him. I don't know. I really don't know. So we have to
pray that Aaron Judge stays healthy during the WBC, because there is no replacing Aaron Judge.
Well, once Aaron Judge goes down, then I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to put in a defensive, outfielder for him?
No, you're just going to call up Spencer Jones.
Yeah, but now here's the thing. Now here's like a double-edged sword too. So you have Spencer Jones. Let's just say that's going to be playing for Aaron Judge. Now you're going to put all the weight on his shoulders, or you're going to put the weight on Bellinger's shoulders. It's like instead of spreading the wealth, you're going to put weight on one particular person's shoulders to fill Aaron Judge's shoes. Do you know how much pressure this person is going to be on? And if he underperforms, reporters, the fans, everyone's going to be on him.
Especially if they call out Spencer Jones, how many times has he gotten called the left-handed Judge?
Yeah, but it's like you can't really have these what do they call Dominguez? The Dominican Babe Ruth? I don't even know what they called him.
No, they were calling him. They were comparing him to Mickey Mantle. They were comparing him to Mike Trout.
Mantle.
You know what's you know who got compared to Babe Ruth? Clint Frazier.
Yeah, Clint Frazier.
He had a lightning speed swing.
Remember they called him Red Thunder for a while.
And now he does a great job at the podcast. So, but when it comes to the right-handed catcher, we like I said, I've been vouching for right-handed catcher. They missed out on Mitch Garver, which would have been a perfect fit. At this point, I would take any catcher. Travis d'Arnaud is still out there. I'm surprised the Yankees haven't taken a flyer on him. Travis d'Arnaud, obviously a good defensive catcher.
A one-year deal?
Yeah. And a one-year deal or minor league deal. And his offense is there too. So I would definitely take a chance on Travis d'Arnaud. We needed some kind of catching that can hit too. Like obviously Austin Wells, Ben Rice, obviously they can hit, but they're on the left side. Right-handed catchers, like Chef Nick brought up, the right-handed catchers we have right now, it's all defensive first. Yeah. There's no, I don't know. And plus we have no catcher rated in the top list and when it comes to prospects, because all of them are gone.
They're all gone.
We traded away that pipeline.
Torres is gone. Augustine Ramirez is gone. Carlos Narvaez is gone. By the way, speaking of Carlos Narvaez, he's another one, which is unfortunate. But he's with Boston, and he did pretty good against us this year. I mean, last year. So that's another name to watch. And definitely can. Evan, my team and I, we can try and get Clint on the show. Yeah.
Clint, what does he call himself nowadays? Red Thunder, Clint Frazier.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I know, right? Babe Ruth. But yeah, and then Kent, and he put it in the thing. But yeah, it's just interesting with this team. Yeah. But that Ollie Sanchez, it's like, okay, he was all right, but then you saw him like airmail it to center field or left field. It's like, come on, you gotta give us something at the catcher position. The thing is, a lot of these guys that we got that are supposed to be contact bats, they're like they haven't fully been established. Like they're still trying to unlock something. It's
Yeah.
been hit and miss.
Well,
You know.
Yankees had all off season to do something, and this is what we have. So this is what
Yeah.
we got.
So guys, we're up 1 hour 42 minutes.
Yeah.
If you guys want to say any final thoughts before we go, or keep going, but yes, Evan, you're right. He had a lot of potential, Clint Frazier, but we can definitely get him on the show. We just have to figure out when his schedule is free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we worked with Dominguez before in the minors. Yeah, so we're gonna help get him traded, hopefully. So let's see.
No, but yeah, with Clint, I think what it really was is that the concussions kind of affected him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, guys? And by the way, first, I just want to say thank you, Chef Nick and Sean, for interviewing me about my journey. That was awesome. And guys, whoever missed it, go check it out. It's going to be on YouTube. So please continue liking, subscribing to this, and also subscribe to our Job in the Mouth show. We're doing a lot of big things right now, and I just want to say thank you guys for the interview, and you guys are the best, and my team and I love helping you guys out. So,
of course,
Yeah.
anytime. Of course.
But no, guys, thanks for coming on. Nithin, you were great. Star of the show. It was fun. It was a privilege and an honor interviewing you with Chef Nick over here. It's a privilege and an honor being on the show with both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, we're looking forward to the game today against the Blue Jays, which is going to be called by Ken and Evan on on Yankees The Ugly Truth and simulcast with YankeeMania. So go to either one of those channels and you'll catch it right there. Especially if you don't want to listen to, annoying broadcasters giving annoying takes about players.
yeah.
Oh, that's a shot to them, huh, Sean?
No, I'm doing the chat because
It's right in front of us. We're turning the corner. Let's go. Come on.
In your face, Michael K.
No.
In your big forehead. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a home or away game, but either way,
It's okay.
it's all right. Especially because whenever you hear the Blue Jays announcers, Gary Cohen retired, but
Yeah.
or what was it, Buck, whatever his name was?
Buckaroo Martinez.
Yeah, Buck Martinez, he retired.
No, Buckaroo.
But yeah, the Yankees Judge was peaking.
Oh man.
Judge could hit homers with blindfolds on any day and every day, but no. But yeah, no. I mean, but if you guys alternative, because a lot of these broadcasters they've gotten away from truly calling the game. Just check in with Ken, who really knows his stuff, and Evan as well.
Yep.
He brings a flavor, but you guys are gonna learn a lot more from joining. With Ken and Evan and whoever calling these games, and you are learning from some of these broadcasters with these teams.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. Awesome interview. Thank you, Sean, for being here. Nithin, thank you for enlightening us with your journey and pretty much everything that you're doing now. Definitely learned a lot. And thank you everyone in the chat for being here as well. Look, it's just I feel like I'm here sometimes to maintain the peace, or like for a different perspective. But no, look, even with we could go all day, all night, and pretty much with the Yankees and stuff like that. Just how they're playing right now, how they are going to potentially play. And again, it's like, yeah, people arguing it's spring training. Instead of looking at it as a whole, you have to break it down to like why it's important for spring training, like I mentioned before. And even with the season starting too, we can all be hypothetical, but unless it happens, then that's where the reality has to set. So we're going, it's almost like I always say, familiar territory. Injuries are going to happen. The dog days of summer are going to happen. There are issues with the AL East are going to happen. Prove me wrong. That's it. Yankees, prove me wrong. If someone goes down, you need somebody to come back up to produce just like they were like never gone. Look at the Knicks. You know what? Miles McBride went down. They traded for Alvarado, never missed a beat. This is something that the Yankees need to think about too. Instead of, if someone goes down, you need that production right now. You can't miss a step, that sort of thing. So this is what they're lacking. Fundamentals we can talk about all day. Situational hit we could talk about all day. It's all about like outsmarting your opponents. And I don't know, I just going from last year, this is why people are saying running it back. They have every right to say that because maybe they're not breaking it down. Maybe they're not very clear or vague, but just the way they performed in different, even though they tied the Blue Jays for first place, that's great. And even if they face last place teams during that final week to tie the Blue Jays for first place, that's great. You could have different arguments there. But familiar territory, what they had last season, they need to change. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong on the field. Prove us wrong in real time. I don't want to be hypothetical. I don't want to be like, oh, same nonsense over and over. We don't want to be like that. So this is where it's like more or less where if you're looking something at a whole, you need to break it down and just make sense of it and clear. So we all pretty much see what's happening. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Love you all. And let's rock and roll, baby. And let's cook.
Well said. Well said.
And remember, 1 p.m. baseball game time.
Yes.
With Ken, Ugly Truth, and Evan. Let's go.
Oh, yes. Hey, Ian, take us out, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sean, did you give your final thoughts?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, thank you. Man.
Take us out.
Joe? Is he sleeping? Wait, who?
Yeah, Iron Eagle can take us out.
Oh, you're talking about that on.
Yeah.
Joe,
where are you, Joe? Come on, we need
Let's
you.
go.
hey, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to take a very, very important call. What's going on? How are things going?
Oh, no.
Good.
We're
But-
good.
We said our final thoughts already.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
we were
thank
just
you,
ready for
everyone.
Ian to take us out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at the ballpark at 1:00, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day. Congratulations to NITHIN. Great interview from Chef Nick and Sean. We love each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everyone. You're the best. Stay safe. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees. See you at 1:00, everyone.